Good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay, let's see. Let's find the video. Okay, I'm not wanting to, excuse my big fingers. I'm not wanting to move around too much. Just trying to keep the light at a good setting for the minute. Let's see, that's better. Hi Iona, how are you? Hope you're well. Morning Steph, honey. Right, I need to put my chair up. I've got, hi Rouse, I feel so small. There, I'm taller. And I'm sporting the post pigtails au naturel look this morning, which is really good because it takes minimal effort. Hope everybody's well. Okay, let's find this video. I did click on it and it's disappeared. Who's excited about the returning favourite? Merry Moose Bundle. This is a set I've always struggled with. It's not my usual go-to style. Morning Karen. So I thought I'll use it today and challenge myself. So that is pretty good. I like to give myself a little challenge. Okay, pal. My son's going out to the park. Right, who else do we have here? We have 6. Iona, Rouse, Karen, Steph. Let's see. It's a lovely morning, honey. Iona's saying, really nice to see you all. You too. Yeah, the sun's shining. The sun is shining. I'm so happy. That's my son then. Hurry up then. Right, bye. He's laughing at me through the door. Hi Carol, how are you? Hi Karen. Nice to see you, Han. Morning Jane. Yay. Hi Tammy, my lovely. Oh, hang on, my son's trying, little Junior's trying to phone me. But it's on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why it shows up if it's on Do Not Disturb. I hope you're all well. So, let's just see what else is going on. Oh, and I've just clicked off my video. How is everybody? Jane saying, cleaning team, going with instructions not to phone me for an hour. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, I did quite a bit of housework yesterday, so that's good. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Jackie, my lovely. Right, come on, that's me back. I is back. So I'll just give it a few minutes, see who else is popping on. That's fab. Talented son. Oh, Iona, that was actually my older son. He's nearly 15. The younger one that plays the piano is only 9. Yeah, did you see my video last night? He likes to play piano and then look away and he really shows off. Hi Alison, morning Jane. Hi Lee. Nice to see you. Hi Susan from the USA. How are you? Nice to have you here. And I do only have one pair of specs on. We had a little giggle the other day because I put glasses on and I went to put my second spare pair on top of them. Good morning from Dublin. Is it Ellie? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, honey. Ellen. That's it. I think it's Ellen, isn't it? Morning, Moira. Nice to see you here. Oh, thank you for sharing, Jackie. That's amazing. So I've got quite an exciting day today. I've had a relatively good week in terms of my ME, which is amazing. Eileen, that's it. Sorry, hun. Eileen, thank you. I'll take a note of that. Because I am going to play carpet bowls. Well, bowls outside. Morning, Nikki. How are you? Hope you're well. So yeah, I'm going to take part in a fun day of bowls. Bowls isn't that strenuous an activity, so that's fine. The only thing is, because you crouch a little bit when you're bowling, the old out of action buttock muscles get a bit sore for about 5 days afterwards. Didn't even know I had muscles in certain places. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's some time with my husband. And it's a nice dry day for it. Okay. Right, we have 16 people. What I'll do is I'll just flip the camera around and Karen, same name as my cousin pronounced Eileen. That's fab. Hang on a second. What is it, darling? He's going in? Right, okay. He's can't come through here though because I'm on a live. Go and shut the door then. Good boys. It's all happening in my house. Right, so, right, what was saying? I almost confused. Oh, bless. Thank you, honey. Nikki is with my McDonald's breakfast. Oh, yum. Jackie's saying you brighten up any room, Tricia. Oh, you're just lovely, my little friend. You're just lovely. Lovely, lovely. So, sorry about that. The boys are bursting for the toilet. Morning, Kirsten. So, Ricky Jr. had his little friend staying last night, and we had such a giggle, and I dressed the dogs up in a couple of football tops, etc. So it was really funny. So look back at my personal profile, you'll see pictures of the dogs. One with a Celtic top on and one with a Scotland top. So that was quite funny. Right, let me flip round. Okay, this is when you get a big close-up of my face. Right, switch. We have 20 here, that's fab. Right, let's pop you in here. Okay, let me just wait a second until... Hi, Patricia, nice to have you here. Let me just see what the view's like. There is a little lag on the Facebook Live on the actual laptop. Okay, so I'll just give it a little second. Don't want that light shining too bright. Raz is saying you look so young. Oh, bless, thank you. Jane says Jane saw the pics of the dogs. I'm just a little immature that way, but you know what? You need to have fun in this life, don't you? Well, I'm actually, a week tomorrow, I'll be 42. Because my birthday's on the September the 13th. Unlucky for some, but not for my mother and father. Right, so I thought I'd pull out this Merry Moose bundle because I had that last year. Morning, Amanda. I had it last year. I didn't play with it an awful lot, but I did keep this card from last year. It's a bit flat, and I was looking for a little rustic looking card, and this is what I'd made. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself and encourage you guys, if you don't already have this, that it is a wonderful bundle. Yeah, so I'll just pop this to the side now. I want to just quickly remind you, for anybody shopping online, okay, this is the hostess code. Okay, now I will share another link into the event. If your order's between 25 and 150, please enter this at checkout, and that allows me to claim more rewards to share amongst you at the end of the month, okay? And my shop address is smithscraftcreations.stampinup.net, or you can just go to my main page and click shop now, okay? And you will be aware we have a Get and Go starter kit promotion running for the month of September, and I am hosting a second event on the 11th at 2 p.m. So if you've been thinking about joining Stampin' Up, whether it's to run your own business at home, which does take a lot of time and dedication, so don't be fooled that things happen overnight. It does require consistency and hard work. Or if you want to join simply to get the amazing discount, join me next Friday, 2 o'clock on this page, and I will answer any questions that you have about the wish to join. So we have the Get and Go joiner kit, which is an additional 2 stamp sets, a card kit to make 8 cards. There's 2 variations, so 4 of each. So it's a really amazing extra bundle for free. So let me pop that to the side. That's my business talk out the way. Right, what is everybody saying? Jane's saying, oh, to be only 42, bless. Steph, it doesn't hurt being turning 40 at all. Never mind coming up for 42. Steph saying, wouldn't that be nice, Jane? Tammy's agreeing, I hear that, Jane. Well, you know what, ladies? I was actually quite surprised to learn of your ages during one of my engagement posts recently, because I think everybody looks the same age when you hit a certain... when everybody's over 30, I think everybody just looks the same age. I can never tell. Really, it's funny that way. Jane saying it's so long ago she can't remember. Oh, listen, I don't want to depress you all, so we'll just get off the topic of age, shall we? You're only as young as the man you feel, they say. Right, so Mary Moose stamp set is on page 27 of your mini catalogue. I still have a supply of these if anybody would like one posted out. Just hit me up with a little private message, because sometimes it's hard to find, sorry, my hair's in the video, it's hard to find comments specific to requesting information. So do send me a little message and I will respond to you. Okay, so these are some samples that you can make with this bundle. And it is only £29.50 for the two of them, which is really good because you get the stamp set and you get the coordinating punch. And it's really easy to use. Everybody loves Stampin' Up! Punches. Right, so let's go on to the next stamp set that I'm incorporating, and that is the Buffalo Check. So if you have a main catalogue, if you go to page 189, you can find the index for all your stamps. So Buffalo Check is page 138. Okay, and this was, it's not my normal type of stamp, but I like to challenge myself. So this is it here. And basically it's a background stamp, so it's really good. We've got a whole variety of those. So please don't overlook them because you can make some amazing projects. I think my mentor and friend Amanda had popped on there. Morning, Amanda. Hope you're well, hon. Right, so I don't know what the two boys are doing. I think they may be... Oh, he's still in the bathroom. Ricky's little friend's watching me. Trying not to laugh at me, I think. Right, so let's see what's everybody saying. Steph's going to be 51 in December, even though Sainsbury's asked you for ID. I got asked for ID to purchase cigarettes yesterday, but the girl was just trying to wind me up because she laughed after she asked me. Right, so I have a few cards. Some are very simple, okay? Some are purpley and some have little layers, so I'm quite excited. I thought I'd start with a simple one first, and I had real fun just trying to think of some ideas yesterday, just to kind of show you all the versatility. So this one is a really, really simple card. Okay, so let's build this. Susan's saying she turned 59 this year. Like a fine wine, we get better with age. We sure do. We sure do. And we all get better personally too, with experience, don't we? Tammy's turned 60 in February. Luckily, before all this C word hit. Oh, wow. Yes, I know. One of our friends from the village actually, unfortunately, passed away the other week, and no one except close family was able to go to her funeral yesterday. So the whole village was out lining the streets for her, and you know what? The celebration for her life, it was just beautiful to see everybody come together. It was absolutely beautiful. Right, what I have here is a Whisper White card base. I've got a piece of crumb cake which measures 3 inches by 4 inches, and then a Whisper White layer which is 1/8 of an inch shorter and skinnier. Okay, and it's really, really simple. I took a piece of the In Good Taste Designer Series paper and I just punched out the little moose. Okay, all we're going to do is stick him on there. We're going to stamp in crumb cake, and we're going to add a couple of basic petals that I've coloured with the Stampin' blends. Moira's saying, I shall not tell you that I'm 70 next then. Oh, wow. Wow. That's amazing. Right, let's get this. In fact, I'm going to stamp on this first. So, we have some various sentiments. We have happiest of holidays. Enjoy the stillness of the season. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. We have Merry Christmas and have a cosy Christmas. So, really nice. And we have a couple of tree stamps. We have the double. You can have the outline of the mouse stamped and the moose, sorry, and then you can infill it with colour. Both those are really good effect as well. We have a little scarf and a little hat for the moose, or for the little raccoon there. I did keep calling this a beaver last year, but it's definitely a raccoon. We have a little background stamp here, which is a little, it's like little snowflakes, and we have a little star as well. So it's a good set. So I am going to, let me see, deciding on a sentiment's the hardest part for me because there's so many. There's so many. So I think I'm going to do happiest of holidays. Okay, now I know the happiest of holidays is more a Western type of greeting, but we all get Christmas holidays, so it does apply to us as well. Right, okay. Now, what I will say is I have my Stampin' Scrub with me today, rather than my chamois, because I need to wash it. So the Stampin' Scrub is a really handy portable tool for cleaning stamps. We have, I don't know if you can see in the corner, we have raindrops here, so that's telling you to wet this side. Here we have a little sunshine. That side keeps dry, so you clean and then you dry your stamps. Okay, so I'll show you how that works in a wee second. I'm going to put the glue back on, the glue lid back on, because I don't want my glue drying out. Okay, right, let's get some blocks out first. What is everybody's plans today while I get all these little bitties out? I hope it's relaxing, whatever your plans are. Okay, let's see what's people saying. And Steph's saying when she gets ID'd, she gets accused of lying. Oh God. Do you get into it with the shopkeeper, do you? Oh dear. Right, okay, so just picking that up, photopolymer. You can see through the stamping block, makes for easier alignment in terms of stamping it straight. Okay, so we have crumb cake. Alright. I'm just going to dab, 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 dab. Dab, dab, dab. Very gentle. Moira's saying another stamping live after you and some crafting. That's good, Moira. Susan's participating in an outdoor craft fair. Oh, wow, brilliant. First time since the pandemic. Oh, good luck. I hope it goes well, Susan. Right, let's just stamp that down there. And it is a really adorable font. It's just beautiful. Right, so to clean your stamp, we have the wet side and we have the dry side. Clean. Clean and dry. I'll pop that away just now. It's best to pop these away as you're finished with them because they're sticky. It is easy to get them stuck on something and then they go missing and you can't find them. Right, what's Kirsten? Jean's saying taking my cousin food shopping. Oh, good luck with that, that's a thought. Rouse is relaxing in bed watching you, then going to watch UK Ambulance on TV. That's a really good, I love the ambulance programmes. They're really, really hard hitting, and it just reminds you just how hard these guys work in the emergency services. Let me see, Kirsten's doing food shopping. As the wee twins eat too much. Susan's saying it's also a holiday weekend in the States, so no work on Monday. Wow, that's good. Right, let's place this in the middle as best you can. And like I say, it's just a really easy card. It's just to show you that, you know, some people could be overwhelmed with things. They'll maybe see other projects, etc. and think, oh, well, I can't do that. You can do anything you like. Anything's possible, just with practice. Right, let's pop this one down. So we're just going to put him in the middle of this section. Like so. Give it a little press. Jane saying she had the Stampin' Script for about 10 years. Wow. I know there used to be something called the Stamp-A-Majig as well. I've seen people selling that. I presume that was an older tool. I've only been a demo for coming up for 2 years now. So my experience of past products isn't as good as some of you guys. Steph's off to a garage sale in a minute. Just going for a mooches. Summer sales are on, winter stuff's coming in. Oh yes, it sure is. You can see all the autumnal colours coming through. Right, let's take these little pearl jewels. Okay. And we're just going to pop them in the right hand corner at the bottom. Hi Susan, hi Janice. Nice to have you here. We're using the Merry Moose bundle this morning. Eileen saying, it's great to see your stamp in dry as well as your stamp block storage. Yes, that's really good. And I do know that, where's she gone? I know that Janice bought this recently. It's the best tool ever. I love it because it's branded, and I'm a big fan of all things branded, all things Stampin' Up. Susan's said she's a demo Stampin' Up, just celebrated 20 years. Wow, yes, and we met during the Leaders Summit, didn't we, hon? I'm in awe of you because I will, in 18 years, be repeating that statement, I'm sure. Oh yes, and yes, you would have got your Flex Points bonus, which is fab. That was just good timing before the plan changes. So there is our first really simple card. So I would recommend, especially if you've got scrap pieces of DSP lying around, see what you can use. You can change up the colours. I mean, Christmas cards don't need to be traditional. You can make them bright, you can make them pink. Kirsten's saying, is a moose punched out of DSP? Yes, this is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. I had a clean up of my craft space yesterday, and I took all the last year's DSPs out my big 12x12 albums and popped all my current ones in. So it was to remind myself that I do have these papers and to use them. Okay, so that is card 1. So I'll pop that to the side, and I will recap on all of the cards at the end, okay? So we have a couple of traditional black and red ones. So let's make one. Okay, so we have, hang on a wee second guys, back in a minute. No more interruptions. Ah, I'm back. Morning, Margaret. Okay, right, where were we? Right, so we have crumb cake, cardstock, we have basic black matte layer. So I'm just going to pop that on just now. I have pre-stamped and punched all of the elements for each, all of the parts for the cards today, but I will show you how to stamp and punch out the moose just to let you see how easy it is. I'll do that at the end. Okay, now this is the bit that I want to add the check to. Okay, so I do need my stamp apparatus, because I do know with the buffalo check background stamp, it needs a couple of applications of ink. Hi Elaine, nice to have you here. Tammy's saying she has this bundle, never thought about using it to punch out DSP. Oh, I know. See, it's good to come on and support each other, inspire each other and learn new ideas. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. It's just amazing. Anyway, I'll get off my Stampin' Up high horse. Right, I'm not going to use the magnets for this. When you take them off, keep them completely separate. I am going to use a piece of Stampin' Seal. Okay, now it will mark this, but I will be able to remove it. Okay, so I'm just popping a little bit on. I'm just going to place my card about here. Okay, because I want the full coverage if possible. You can see how this is bigger. Alright, now this is the older style clear mount, so it's not cling. So I do have to add some double-sided tape onto this as well. Okay. Now I have removed the sponge. When you buy the stamp apparatus, you get a sponge layer that's for use with photopolymer stamps. These ones, because these are actually thinner. So when you're using the red rubber, you remove your bit here. Okay. Right. So let's pop this on.
Bye, Tricia.
Bye, guys. Okay, bye. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Hi Janice. Hope you're well, hon, and hope you're recovered from your little poorly health. Hi Tracy. Jane's saying, how smaller do you cut out your layers? Would I be right in thinking about a 1/4 inch? Yours just always look so neat. Yeah, I do mine's an 1/8 of an inch. An 1/8 of an inch in the borders. If I want the, if I feel it's important to show off the colour of the card base, I will do a 1/4 of an inch. I do that sometimes with cards, if I want the actual colour to shine through. Right, so we need some black ink, okay. So I'm just going to smudge it on like that. It looks kind of messy now, but, and then I just kind of do this. And I'm not worried about the ink going on here, it will be cleaned up easy enough. Okay, so, hi Sadie. La da 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 da. Ta-da! Now that's quite a discreet, isn't it? It's really nice. I think for this one I'm going to go even darker. Okay. And I may use the discreet kind of print on my next red card. And then that way they'll stand out a little bit different. Hi Jean. Kirsten saying, isn't it fun having wee folk? Oh, did you hear him saying to me to remember and flush the toilet? Our flush keeps breaking. The last time it broke, my husband was working away for a week, so that was a nightmare, having to lift up the bunk, because it's all, we've got a bunker that you need to lift up to go into the cistern, so that was a bit annoying. Right, I'm happy with that. So let's just remove it. Gently, gently. There we go. I'll pop this to the side because I am going to use it again. I'll just pop it up here out the way. Okay, I'm going to pop my magnets out the way. Sadie's saying, wow, looks good. Thank you. Did you see my answer to your query yesterday, Sadie? You were asking about our tag topper punches. And if you can do different sizes, etc. You sure can. So for instance, this triple banner punch, most of them are up to an inch. Let me see, where's my other one? I don't know where my other punch is. Basically, with these punches, you can make it any size that you want, because when you guide the paper into the back, you can line it up to make sure you've got it centred. So you can make any size in this punch section, so it's really good. Oh, you did see that. That's good then, Sadie. That's good. Brilliant. Brilliant. So how is this for a traditional look? Beautiful. Okay, so wet glue. You don't need a lot. I need to actually order some more of this glue. Christina. Morning, Christina. Jane's saying that this is good for masculine cards too. This would be really good with the whiskey one that you've got, Jane. Or the plain card set that's in the catalogue too. There's some really good masculine sets in this annual catalogue. Susan's saying, I love the lumberjack feeling. Thank you, it's lovely. I will add in card inserts later. Now, I do have the 3 cards still to post out from last week's live. I just got a bit behind with my mail, I'm afraid, but I will get them out to the 3 winners last week. Jane's saying, so it would go with the whiskey set. Sure would, sure would. Okay, now I was naughty and used a retired die of mine, which is the shapes. Okay, so what I've done here is I have a piece of basic black, okay, and I have a piece of crumb cake, and I've stamped tone on tone, which basically means I've stamped with the crumb cake onto crumb cake paper, and I've done first and second generation stamping, so I've stamped and then I've stamped again, and you get kind of 2 shades out of that, and I've added a little black star there. So that's going to go in here, like so. I punched out the moose just in basic black. Excuse my hands, they are stained with ink because when I was adding water to my stamping scrub, I smooshed it around with my fingers, forgetting that it was actually needing washed. So I'm going to be pink hands all day. But this is my bowling hand, so it might bring me luck. It's Tammy saying the buffalo check is so perfect for the farmhouse trend going on. Definitely, most definitely. Jean's saying, look like I might be buying another background stamp. And Susan's agreeing with Tammy. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the moose, and he's just in basic black, and he's going to go on there. Okay. Talking about the triple banner punch, I cut out and stamped on a piece of crumb cake. This was 3.5 inches long when I started. Okay, so we have an inch in size. Then the next step up for this punch is 1.5 inches, and then we have 2 inches. So I chose the thinnest one, and I just popped it in and punched it on both sides. I then stamped the Merry Christmas sentiment in black, and I added these little Christmas baubles in real red because this card stocks real red. I should have said that at the beginning. That's the shade of red for this card. You can see this here. Lovely little detail. Okay. So that is going to go down here. Okay. And then I have a piece of black ribbon. Scalloped edge ribbon. This is actually retired. However, we do have an alternative black, which is the basic black satin ribbon. That would look really pretty as well, but I'm trying to use up this black because it's such a pretty ribbon, because it's got scalloped edge. I thought it'd look lovely on this card. And as I will be gifting these cards to you, yeah, I wanted them to be even prettier. Yes, Karen, the stitch shapes are current, but I've got one of the older ones. So I'm sure the circles are a separate stamp set to the squares, to the rectangles. I have the old one where I had the ovals, the circles and the squares in the one. That's the one that's retired. But thanks for that, honey. But yeah, you can still get these stitch shapes. Thanks, darling. Tammy said, I was thinking, need a camel one. after looking at some photos I'd printed to work on this week. Oh, fab. Moira's saying without the star it would be a lovely male birthday card. Yeah, it sure would. It's really, really, really pretty. So let's just stick this on the circle. And the reason I love circles is it's really easy to line up. It's all the same all the way around. You just need your border matching up. Okay, so that's that. Right, now I need to get my little silicone mat out. And this little silicone craft sheet is perfect for adding sticky stuff to your ribbons and etc. Hang on a second. Okay, darling. Oh, now the dogs are barking. Hang on. Get in. Oh my goodness, it's not my morning this morning. Oh, anyway, I was saying, if you're applying glue or that to ribbon, if you use this sheet and you get any excess on it, it just comes off really easy. Whereas if I was to apply glue onto my surface, it would stick. So yes. Right. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the Stampin' Seal to the back of my sentiment. Okay, I'm going to add the ribbon on like so. Now it is a bit long. Oh, it's upside down. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Make sure it's the right way round, guys. What a silly sausage. Okay, try that again. So it's really good that you can remove errors. Jane saying the stitch circle, is that the largest one? Yes, it is. The largest 2 sizes. Obviously, I'm used to littler borders. I would prefer a closer border, but I think it looks nice for today's card. Right, all I am going to do is get my little snips. Okay, and I am going to, I think I'll do it, if this was a plain ribbon, I could actually put the little banner section in here, but I'm just going to cut it straight for today. Okay. It's just really to add a little bit extra character to the card. Okay, so there we go. Oh, it's quite a fibrous ribbon that. Right, so we want this about here, so I'm going to stick that on first. Okay, and because it is ribbon, I am going to use the Stampin' Seal. Okay, so I'm just applying that to the back, like so. So we're wanting to place this down right about there. If you wanted, you could raise it up with dimensions, etc. But for today, I'm keeping it flush. Right, now this we want centered as well. Okay, so we'll just bring it closer to you if you're not sure about placement. Then this little guy, we're going to put some dimensions on him. Now you can put him facing to the right or facing to the left, but that screams wrong way round to me, so I think it's because we're used to the stamp being actually facing to the right as well. But you could do either or. You could also make the card this way as well. You just need to change around your sentiment and stuff. So let me get my dimensions. Not my yep, the dimensions. Hang on. Here we go. Right, what's everybody saying? Kirsten's saying yes, it would make a nice me birthday card for a December birthday, yeah. Jane is saying about the stitch circle. I've seen that. That's fab. Well, we have 18 people on. Thank you, everyone. Really do appreciate it. And you know what? I am talking too much. We are 40 minutes in and I'm only on card number 2. Right, so, you know me though, I do like to talk. Okay, so, I'm just going to pop that there. Like that. Oh, hang on. Let me raise it, let me shift it slightly. I do not want the stitch shape showing under his belly. There we go. And there is card number 2. So you can see how very different styles. You could add Wink of Stella on the top of this and make it all nice and sparkly if you like. But I thought that was really pretty. Okay, let's move on to card numero 3. This is a very similar one. Okay, so I'm just going to bash on and get that checked, buffalo check background stamped onto here. Okay, so we have different elements to this one. So still have the stickiness here. Okay, we're just going to pop the card front down. We're going to re-ink. I'm going to remove this though, so I don't get it on my fingers. Moira's saying it's lovely. Oh, thank you, hon. That's very kind of you. And I love doing these lives with you guys on a Saturday because I've not had as much time to do projects and blogging through the week. There was a time there that I was doing something every single day. But I do enjoy the Saturday because it means that I can, I'm going to add some more ink to this. It means that I can think out of the box, come up with 3, 4 or 5 different variations using the one set, which is good. And then I can later blog about it and say something along the lines of one stamp set 3 ways, one stamp set 4 ways. Yeah, so happy. Kristen is saying lovely 1 and 2 cards. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Rouse. Thank you. You're so kind. Okay, right. Boop. Gentle. If you lifted it too hard, you'd probably rip quite a bit of the back off the cardstock. We don't want that neither. Right, let's let that dry for a second. So, real red. You'll see I've got my insert there actually. Real red cardstock again, basic black matte layer, and then stamping onto the real red card front. Okay, so tiny little border. It's not real red again for the card base. The first one was crumb cake, sorry. Initially I'd planned to do 2 real red cards and then I thought, no, I'll change up the colour scheme. Jane saying, great card. I think I have that Moose Punch. Perfect. Janice is saying, the moose doesn't speak to me, but you may be changing my mind. Yeah, Janice, I had the same feeling. And that's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it out and I'm going to challenge myself. Because there's so much that you can do with all the stamp sets. It's just committing to doing that. Right, so what we have here is what dies are these again? I like to sneak in other products because it's good to see that you can use it all together. This is a Stitch So Sweetly dies. So I've used the scallop stitch rectangles. So I've got the 2nd and 3rd largest. Okay, so what I've done was I chose to stamp in black the larger pine tree, and I've added some of the snow speckles around the top there. That would look nice like that also, but I wanted to add a layer on. So you could see I stamped a bit funny the first time, so I just turned it over and tried again. And that's one of the good things about this cardstock, is you don't, it won't seep through, you know, there's always 2 chances. Okay, so that is going to go on there. Alright. Now I have, this time, I have stamped in crumb cake onto crumb cake cardstock. Thanks Elaine, that's nice. Thanks Moira. So this is a natural looking moose. I can hear the kids playing outside. They're shouting. It's fine, they're all out the front in their scooters, bless them. So this is a more rustic looking moose. And then I use the triple banner punch again. This time only on one side. Hang on a second guys till I see these kids a second. No, I'm on a live. No. Right, upstairs. good boys. Will not be long, okay? Sorry about that. Mum's getting a little bit grumpy. Right, so I was saying, so I stamped the sentiment is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and then I added some of the star stamps, first and second generation in the real red. Okay, that is going to go towards the left of the card, and we are going to have a little bit of, tiny little bit of ribbon sticking out. If you wanted, you could pop it along the full length, which works better if your sentiment is going centred, like this. But for today, I just want it to the left, okay? So what I want to do is pop this on with wet glue and that. And I just want to cut a little bit of ribbon. Okay, I'm going to cut this one at a slant. You only need a tiny, tiny little bit. Okay. Whoops. Right, make sure the scallop is to the bottom, like so. And then we're just going to add it on. Teeny, teeny bit of ribbon. Goes a long way. Right, this is going to go here. So I'm going to use wet glue because there is only a little bit of ribbon there. Okay, what's everybody saying? It's a bit laggy, my PC, I do apologise. I want this round about there. Oops. Slipping and sliding. Be gentle. I love the crumb cake against the red. Right, let's pop this one on now. And this kind of fades a little bit into the background for me, but when we add the mousse onto it, it will change the look. So let's pop this on. Now, sometimes, depending how you've stamped the check background, it can make your eyes wonky if it's slightly squint. So just be careful and make sure you try and stamp it straight. Okay, and then you can see how this just changes the whole look of the card. Either side you could pop it at, but I'm going to pop them onto the right. Okay, so just a little bit glue there, and then we're going to add a dimension, one of the mini dimensions at his face, because there is a little height there with those layers. So I need to find my minis. There we go. Okay, so just take that off. You don't need a lot of stickiness. So I'm just going to pop that there, and then this goes here. You could cut down your double-sided dimensions into tiny bits for the legs, but too footery for me today. And that is card number 3. Janice is loving the background and the mousse. Iona saying gorgeous card, thank you. So quite different again. Okay, now I'm excited for the next one and the one after. So this one is for all you Purple Family lovers. So I have a Christmas DSP here. Now this is called Trim in the Town. No, it's not. It's not Trim in the Town. I have used Trim in the Town. This is the Snowflake Splendour designer series paper on page 37 of your catalogue, your mini catalogue. Beautiful, beautiful colours. This is all the coordinating colours that go with this designer series paper. It's really, really pretty. I actually have those gems up here that I haven't used yet. Blue, yeah, look. Yeah, let's keep those out and incorporate some of those into this card as well. Fab, right. So, let me just explain what I've done here. I have Misty Moonlight card base. I have Highland Heather. You can see I didn't like how I stamped it the first time, so I simply stamped on the reverse. Okay, so let me show you what I've done with this one. Moira's saying you could use a deer instead. Yes. Okay, so that's the Highland Heather. Then I've got a piece of the Snowflake Splendor. Okay, now these are all the coordinating colours. We've got the Highland Heather and all the blues in there. This is a beautiful one as well. What I wanted to do is I punched out with a 2-inch circle punch. Okay, because I wanted to have a little kind of background scene going on. A little discreet one. Okay, so this goes on the top. Do, 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 do. How would be for time? This is the fastest hour of my week. I just wish it would slow down because this is when I'm having so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so that's my layers and that was my thinking for this. So I took 2 of the stitched circles and I took 2 sizes next to each other and run them through the die cutting machine. Okay, and I was able to create this little circle border. So I'm going to pop that on. This is the Misty Moonlight again. Sorry, I'm a bit wobbly today. Well, my hands are always wobbly, but hopefully you can't see that much. Sometimes your hands just don't do as they're told. When they're all loving the colours, that is brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. So, for this one, it's very, very simple. It's a Highland Heather Moose, tone-on-tone stamping. And I'm just going to pop him there. Okay. What I'm going to do for a sentiment is I'm going to stamp directly onto the designer series paper. Okay. So I just want to add some glue on his buttock area. Okay. So it looks like he's going walking into the winter woods. Okay. You could pop a little dimension under there if you like, but it doesn't really matter for today. So what we do with this is we get, I want a big sentiment, so I'm going for, let's see, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I'm also going to add Happiest of Holidays underneath it, just to fill the space in a little bit better, because these sentiments are they aren't big sentiments. So I want to actually stamp in Misty Moonlight because we have a Misty Moonlight border there. Eileen saying, what does DSP stand for? It's just short abbreviation for designer series paper. I remember when I first started card making, I had the same query. You forget that not everybody knows the lingo. Right, so I'm just popping these on horizontally just to save me getting other stamps out, other blocks out rather. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So what I want to do is pop that straight there. Susan saying loves this set, though wasn't sure when it was in the catalogue. Most definitely. And the good thing about returning favourites in the catalogues is that you get brand new inspirational ideas from the catalogue itself, because the design team at Stampin' Up change it up and make it even more exciting a second year round. So I absolutely love that. Okay, so that's the first sentiment on. And you can see it looks really nice directly on the designer series paper, or DSP for short. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this down here. Okay. And that is that card. Diagonally. Thank you, Moira. You know what I'm like, ladies and gents. I get my words mixed up all the time. But you understand what I mean. So that's, I don't worry about that too much. You know me well already. Okay, so again, a very different card. You know, you just need to try and think out of the box sometimes. Have a look on Pinterest as well. Oh, we were wanting some gems though, weren't we? Weird teaser back gems. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Kind of got a diamond effect. Look at that. Very, 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 very pretty. Okay, so let's pop some of these on. What am I looking for? I want to take my pick tool. So the take the pick tool is really good. We have a pokey tool on one end with a protective cap, and we have this sticky putty, which is great for picking up gems and things like that. And there is another one too that has a palette here. You can swap this, you see. The other one has, there's the palette there. We also have one that has two different sizes of scoring tools. So that's good. Kirsten's saying, or a chance to buy it if you missed it first time round. That is definitely right. Jane's saying, I think they like the first one best, especially if it was me making it nice and simple. Yes, clean and simple. Definitely. Sometimes less is more. But for it's Stampin' Up, I'm just trying to get this putty out. Stampin' Up do make their products so that they're appealing to all levels of crafter, all styles, and that's what I love about them as well. Tammy's saying it was the first bundle I bought out last year's winter catalogue. Hubby's nickname is Moose, and being Canadian, it kind of fitted me. Oh yes, I remember, Tammy. I remember that's when I remember talking to you about that time last year, and Tammy said she loves the colour scheme in the last one too. Thank you. Purple one is Kirsten's favourite. Fabulous. Right, let's add on some gems, because I do want you to hang around for the last card. Now you can see how easy it is to slide and pop these on. Okay. I'm just going to take 2 of each the colour variations, like so. I think I need a 5th one actually. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. I do like it. Okay, are we ready to move on to... Hi Lynn, morning. We're ready to move on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th card. So that's the cards made so far. Now the 5th card I have used, let me see, what did I do with the dies? I've actually incorporated Trim in the Town dies. Let me find them. I did have them here. I really want to show you. Okay, and we have another blue themed card. Right, let me tidy this up a little bit, because that's why I can't find anything. Things are getting a bit messy. Oh, here they are. So, Home Together dies. These have Build a Scene type dies in them, and they're really, really, really nice. Those go with the Coming Home stamp set, which is amazing. This is a sentiment-free set, so those go together, and the possibilities are endless with that one as well. So I just wanted to show you that, because I have used these kind of winter scene dies in here. Okay, right, let me pop that up beside its coordinating stamp set. Right, so this one is the 5th and final card, and I wanted to incorporate the beautiful Night of Navy. This was one of my favourite colours when I first joined Stampin' Up. Night of Navy, and the other one was Blackberry Bliss. Okay, let's just pop that card insert in first. And it's really lovely with the crisp Whisper White against it too. Okay, oh, we have 23 lovelies watching, thank you. So, we have the Night of Navy card base, Whisper White matte layer for the front and also for the card insert. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper from the Playing with Patterns. Let me show you. Let me see. Playing with Patterns Suite is on page 100. No, it's not, is it? No, it's not. Which one's this out of? Is that Playing with Patterns? Somebody help me out. Oh. No, it's not Playing with Patterns. Let me see. I'll just go to the Designer Series paper index, i.e. the photographs, and that will help me, because I obviously getting a little bit muddled here. That is the... Oh, it's the Artistry Blooms. Sorry. The Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper pack. So I chose this paper because it had lovely kind of lines on it. And what it is, it's a gradual blue to a lighter blue. And I thought that would be perfect for a Christmas scene. So I took the little snowflake stamp, and you can see I've stamped them across the top in a kind of arch effect in the pigment ink that is Whisper White that we have. That's the only pigment ink we have. All the other ones are water based. So this one you need to be careful, make sure you don't touch it until it's dried. Okay, so let's stick that down. Okay, make sure your card's open in the right way before you pop it down. And look how close my nail varnish is to Night of Navy. It was meant to be. I just painted them last night. They got them all over my fingers though. I'm not the best when it comes to painting fingernails. Yes, Artisan Kirsten's agreeing. Moira says she loves that paper too. And Margaret says, oh hi Margaret, Night of Navy is one of her favourites also. I didn't see Margaret come in neither, Tammy. Nice to have you here. We're on 26 now. So, the top part of this paper, like I say, it starts with a darker blue down to a lighter blue. I used my 2-inch punch and I punched out the darker piece, okay? And this is going to go on here like a little moon. If you don't have, I know that we can have lovely effects when you do ink blending, etc. But this is a great idea for creating moonlight scenes. If you're lacking in time, is just use one of your circular punches or one of your circular dies, okay? So, the Coming Home bundle, I cut out in Whisper White and trimmed down the die that's like a little scene of snow with the little trees, okay? And I have cut them down so that there is an 1/8 of an inch border. Okay, I have another one that I've stamped on in Night of Navy. It says, have a cozy Christmas. Okay, that's going to go there. And then I had a piece of the same designer series paper, but I cut it so that the lines were going across the way. That is going to go on here, like so. And then that on there, like so. Okay, we have a plain Night of Navy punched out moose, which will pop on the card. I also cut out a little house from the Coming Home dies. Okay, but I'm not sure if I will pop that on. I shall see. I took the little Christmas tree dies as well. I may add those in, just to add some more layer to those wonderful like sweeping sections of snow, but we shall see. The key is, if you're building up little layers, all you need to do is you just add your glue along the bottom side and then you can sneak things in. Okay, so what we need to do is take all that off and start gluing it down. Ali's saying, Sadie's saying, I tried my sister's die cutter, but too hard for me to use. Oh, bless. Well, Sadie, our paper trimmer is really easy. Glides really good. It's maybe worthwhile looking into one of these, hun. It has an extendable arm as well. And it's really compact, really light. Some die cutting machines, some paper trimmers can be heavy. Okay, let me see. Janice is saying, are you dunking, Jane? Is somebody eating? Oh, somebody eating biscuits? Oh, Ali's in Costa. I love Costa coffee. That's my favourite. That's my favourite. Right, now I need to kind of eyeball. Can't believe yous are out in the shops already. Well, that's good. I need to eyeball roughly where these are going to go. Okay, because I want to put this one. That's fine. Boys! Stay up the stair now, I'm nearly finished. Sorry, I'm shouting for them to see where they are. Right, pop this one down first. Okay. Hang on a second. Upstairs, please. dear. Right, Mum is getting really ratty now. They're just carrying on. Right, so, what I was saying, I forgot what I was saying actually. What was I saying, guys? Sorry, me and interruptions don't go very well together. Alright, go pop that down there. You can see how I'm lining them up. Okay, and there's a little tiny little border. And then this last piece goes here. To be honest, see the kids, they do really well when I'm on my lives, Saturday lives. Normally they're in bed. That's probably why they do well. But they're all up and out and about and on the ball this morning. Right, so you can see the effect. Bringing in other dies from another sweet. Jameson Paul's on his way back from the butcher's with square sausages and Stuart's rolls. Lush. I haven't had any breakfast yet. Very naughty. But I will eat soon, especially before I go to the bowling. Right, so I'm going to pop this little house here. This is just adorable. I'm just going to kind of tuck it like so, making sure that it's not overlapping the side of the card. It's really pretty. I want to put my Night of Navy Moose here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue his legs down because I may pin and tuck under, oh, pardon me, hiccups, pin and tuck under some cheese underneath him on the other layers there. No worries, Moira. Speak to you soon. Thanks for popping on. You could watch see the end result later when I post some photos. Right, so let's build this up. Let's add a tree in the background of these little ones, like so. Okay. Stay. There we go. Oh, thank you, Ali. You're so kind. Hi, Shirley, my lovely. And let's add a little one in about here. Yep. It's great when you get to just play. Okay, so just add that little one. In fact, I'll move it over a little bit. Add that there. Make sure it's not moving too much. I might add this one in behind the moose. Yeah, I think I will. It's just nice to get some extra layers in there. Right, I'll do it behind that one. I'm thinking out loud. So just a little bit glue, you don't need a lot. Okay, so because he's not stuck down fully, I'm able to kind of pin and tuck that behind. And I want it to overlap that little tree there. Right, so that is the fifth card. It's quite a clean and simple one. I think I will add some, let's add some Wink of Stella. I don't know if this is the one that is empty or full. Let's just add some Wink of Stella to the Night of Navy trees. You can do this before you die cut them out, but you save a little bit of your supplies if you just colour the actual die cut tree. Some folk like to do it on a whole bit of paper and then die cut, but right, okay, like so. I do apologise for having to give my kids a row. Oh, that's a bit embarrassing. They don't normally get a telling off, but after 5 interruptions, I think they deserved a little telling off. Now, once that dries, you will see the proper Night of Navy colour coming back through. Isn't that adorable? If you wanted, you could, maybe this is a 2 1/4 inch. Yes, it is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something last minute change. I need a bit of cardstock. Let's see. Then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I am going to, no, it is 2 inches. Just ignore that. I thought it was a larger size. If you chose to put the 2 1/4 inch here, you could have added the smaller one and then added an outline of Wink of Stella around the corner. Christina's saying number 3 and 4 and 5 cards are grand as well. Thank you. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Yeah, let's, I think I'll just go around the outside. Like so. I hope you can see that okay. And you don't need to use a lot. I like discreet and I like things to last longer. I think this may be my one that's about finished actually. Okay, so, don't know if you can see that shimmer. Beautiful! Beautiful. Okay, now the question is, to finish this card off, do you want to have some bling on it? Should we have some of these on it? I think we should. I think the darker one. I think I'll pop some ones at the top that are like stars, maybe. Right, let me see. Yeah, let's have some moonlight stars along the night sky. I think that's lovely. There's lots of these gems in the pack anyway. Oops. Oh, there we go. And one more. Can you see where I'm going with that? It's like little stars. I think that'll do it for the project. So, let's recap on all the cards. All very different, and I hope that inspired you to get this set back out or to purchase this set. Lindsay, you can never have too much bling. Brilliant. So, very clean and simple. Punched out the mousse from DSP, chose our coordinating paper, coloured the basic pearls with the same colour of the Stampin' Blend. Second card, used a little scene in the middle here and the banner punch with ribbon. Plain black mousse, you could colour him as well with Wink of Stella if you wished as well. The next one, similar to that, but with the rectangular area, the crumb cake tone-on-tone stamped mousse. Now the detail in him is really amazing. And then a half banner section on that one. Then we have one for the purple lovers. Lovely. Stamping directly onto the designer series paper. Okay, and we'll have a purple mousse here. Then the last card is this one, incorporating the Home Together dies, or Coming Home dies rather, and made a little punched out moon. And yeah, so that is it. Fabulous. Thank you everyone for hopping on. I will get my son later on today, possibly tomorrow, to pick out 5 names, because we managed 5 cards today, to pick out 5 names randomly, and you will be gifted one of these cards each. What I do is I just put them all in envelopes. I don't know who's getting what card, and then it's just a matter of you get what one you're sent, basically. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to go just now. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any questions about any of the products, please just send me a little message. Don't forget to use the hostess code if you are shopping online. That is the hostess code here. And for those of you, just to recap, if you're thinking about joining Stampin' Up, join me at my live event on the 11th of September. This Friday coming at 2 o'clock on this business page as well. Okay, so I hope you all had fun. Thank you again. And I appreciate every single one of you, and I will speak to you all very soon. Oh, Eileen's asking, did you shade the mousse on the first... Hang on a second, I missed a wee question there. Did you... Let me see, where is it? Sorry, there's some comments. Can't see, where is that comment? Did you shade the mousse on the third card before or after punching? That's what I was going to show you. Eileen, thanks for reminding me. Let me quickly show you how easy it is. I did promise I would show you how easy it is to stamp this and punch it out. Okay, so let's use Early Espresso, a really nice dark brown. Let's get a block. Okay. Thank you so much for reminding me, because I did want to show you how easy it is, okay? So I'm taking the Moose, okay, popping him on there, and it's really lovely, lovely quality. Let me clean that off. I am going to grab the infill stamp, okay, and I will stamp the inside in crumb cake, okay. Because I want to keep the detail, so if you are shading it, use a lighter shade on the inside if you want a crisper finish. Okay, so that's me applied the ink. All you do is you line this up. Now this is a bit I'm not very good at because I do have shaky hands. Right, let me try it from this angle. I think that's about right. That'll do for me. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that's us stamped the two. We've got the outline, we've got the colour on the inside. We take our punch, we open it up. Okay. Now the way you punch is its legs to the bottom. Okay, so bear that in mind. Right, all you need to do is just wiggle it around until you've got that equal border all the way around. Punch. And there is your little guy there. So that's how easy it is. I'll keep this for another project. I'll just show you. Look how awesome that would look, even just stamped, simple stamping on the card front. Okay guys, thank you again. If you want any other questions, please just give me a little message, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks again everyone. Take care. Bye now.